Hello, everyone. Hey, Tabitha. I decided to come out into the Florida room to get away from all the chaos that is my family. So, they're like, "What do you mean? We're not loud?" I was like, I know you do. It's crazy. You got that feeling just like I do. Hello, Amber. Hey, Peggy. Hey, Emily. Hey, Andrew. Hello, Melissa. Welcome.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I was just telling them I had to come on into the Florida room so that I could be away from all the chaos that is my family.
Oh, you don't have chaos there. What are you talking about?
And even Mark was like, I was like, you guys are so loud. He was like, us, we're not loud. I'm like, Emily's like, chaos, check this out.
Yep.
I love it though. Good, good. Oh. Hey, Alicia. As you guys are coming on, just say hello. How's it going? I'll give it a couple of minutes and then I'll get started. There's a few different things that I really want to touch on today that actually can help us with branding as far as like all different age groups. Because that's real, like people are always like, what's your target audience? What's your target audience? And like some people are like, oh, single stay-at-home moms or just stay-at-home moms or like all like I hear stuff like that all the time, but we are like way over that. Like our every single person. Because we have so many products that can help so many different people, right? But what Sorry, you guys can hear me, right? I have no idea what just happened. It like kicked me out and I was like, no. Can everybody hear me? Let me just make sure. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
Yes?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, so I have no idea why it keeps kicking me out. So let's just hope that this is going to not do that again. Okay. It literally keeps kicking me out. Okay. All right. Somebody give me a thumbs up that you guys can hear me and see me. Okay. Thank you, Karen. Perfect. Okay. So overall branding, we literally can be there, like we literally want every single person, right? So what I hear a lot of though is people saying, I'm not good with the internet, I'm not good using social media, I'm not good with, you know, all the different outlets of social media. How do I do this? How do I make this a business? And it's usually anybody, if you are in the ages of late 40s, early 50s, and you're wondering, you know, this is a business that I want to do, but it's not something that I'm super familiar with because I didn't grow up. Neither did really anybody 30s and up really grow up with a lot of social media, right? So, this is just, we're kind of going to dive into the different aspects of that. When we are using social media now as a platform, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, all of that, those are free outlets for us to get leads. So I want to talk about when people in the, you know, in the olden days when they were, you know, selling things and whatnot, they would do like door to door, they would do like direct mailers, they would do, you know, people in like the yellow pages and white pages and different things like that, different like ways to make their name come up first. But in this day and age, that is kind of going away. It's a lot of social media and it's free. So we'd be utilizing it as much as possible, right? So personal brand kind of scares others that might be not used to social media. Might think that personal brand is not, it's kind of a new school thing, and it might make you seem like you are somebody that you're not. But when actuality, personal brand is just reputation. And personal brand is repetition, which is something that's been taught for ages. like forever, since the beginning of sales, repetition is something that is always taught. So the reason to make content on social media platforms is to build scaled content. So we need to be building as much content as possible every single day. Letting people know who you are is very, very crucial. I made a post that I wanted to reference on this call tonight because I want people to see that you can be, you can be who you are on social media, and other, like, people still get to know who you are. Like, I mean, I had somebody comment, she might even be on this call tonight. Hold on 1 second. Okay. That they don't know me personally, but they know my personality via social media and how I display myself. Because I feel like it's super important to bring that value to my customers and let them know who I am as an individual. It's very, very important for all of us to do that. If you're not posting at least once a day on every single platform of social media that you have, then you're doing yourself a huge, realize that. Like, you're getting to know your audience through this platform. Your audience is getting to know you. In order to create value in content, then they have to get personal with you. So they have to know who you are through your posts. So you don't have to splash True Vision all over the place and just say, this is what I sell. This is, like, people don't want to see that. What they do want to see is, who are you? Who are you? So things to do are going on there and saying, I'm Brittany. I have 3 kids. I am just I love to laugh. My husband is silly all the time. I love to shop. Getting people used to who you are so that they can get to know you, because something that you end up saying is going to resonate with somebody in your target audience. Nobody is going to care about your product right off the bat. They care about you. And honestly, you're selling yourself first. Like, you want to sell yourself first because people want real. And they want to be, that's why when I sell something, I take myself back to the very beginning of when I started True Vision and how I felt, because people want to know that. They want me to validate what it did for me. So when I'm sending them my before and after, and I'm talking to them and I'm giving them questions and I'm listening, that is where I'm forming those relationships. So those are very, very huge. When you're looking to build a business, focus on providing the value. Creating content and value on social media is not any different than when the salesman went door to door in the past, and it's just we're utilizing the stance that we're given now. So don't be afraid to do that. If that's you and you're like, you know what, I didn't grow up with that, I'm not sure about that, I'm a very face-to-face person, that's okay. But learn a little bit more about what we are given now in the age of 2020, okay? And what we are able to provide given the free outlets that we have to advertise just even who we are. Like, I mean, that's a huge thing. You can sell something because you post out who you are and people feel like they know you. In that post that I made, I just said, tell something about my personality in one word. And I just wanted anybody to say something that they have learned about me or they know about me in just one word. It has 100 something comments, but I wanted people to say who I am in one word. And as I go through those comments, it's like people know, because I'm posting at least every day of what I'm doing, where I'm at, who I'm with, just things about me in general, just so that I can, know my audience and my audience can know me. When I'm scrolling through Facebook, I want to see something of my customer with their dog or their kid or something that lets me get to know them on a more personal level, right? How your picture, okay, so Gary Vee brought up something. If you guys don't follow him, you totally should. But he said something in a podcast that said, how can your picture on a bus ad be as beneficial in the age of 2020 when 100% of people are in their phone, right? I mean, think about that. So 100% of people are glued into social media. So how much validity is your business ad with your picture on it really getting you in the bus when nobody's really looking at it? But I'll tell you what they are looking at is their phones, because it is 2020. So we need to be utilizing that with TrueVision as much as we can, right? So Wendy said follow who? Gary Vaynerchuk. He's super great. I get a lot of my content from him. A lot of my, I guess you could say, personal development time is spent listening to things that he says, because he's real. And he just like breaks it down as it is. He might be a little vulgar for some, but it's good content. So yeah, I highly suggest it. It's what if, and some people say, what if I'm not willing to use a different skill set and I'm not willing to use that? So I want to compare and contrast again, like if we'll use the housing industry, for instance. What if a regular like mortgage firm, for instance, they decide that they want to create content and they want to build as much as possible, and they do it by doing like direct mailers and doing like door to door and going to their chamber of commerce and passing out their business cards. That's all fine and well, but when you think of mortgage firms, who do you think of? Do you think of the people that you're scrolling through Facebook and you're seeing like Rocket Mortgage or, different things like that are utilizing the social media platform that we have today in 2020? Like, what do you think of? So what are you highly going to suggest if you're just scrolling through and that's all you see, because they've built the rapport and they've used the 2020 social media that they've been given to advertise, right? So it's very, very important that we are utilizing that platform, okay? I hope you guys can hear me. Wendy said it cut out, so I hope you guys are catching what I'm saying. Okay, so if you're not utilizing what we have, somebody else is. So I wanna break it down in the terms of TrueVision Health. What we have coming in November, next month. If you don't get on board with getting your name out there, getting your business out there, then you're gonna miss the boat. And what you're not willing to do, somebody else is. So somebody is going to come in, and you can quote me on this if you want to. Somebody will come in and take the business that you should have had. I promise. So if you don't get on board now and do it, somebody else will. And that's always what you need to have in the back of your head, and it's always what I'm thinking about, is if I don't do it, someone else will, right? So if you're wanting to live a life that you want, you must be willing to sacrifice. You cannot get the glory without the work. You can't. It's just not going to happen. Not, never in a million years are you going to be able to just, get placed into a leadership position, into a place where you want to be without putting in the work. And it's going to be blood, sweat, and tears, guys. If you are a associate, a managing associate, a senior associate, you're right now going, I'm already working my butt off. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Because I'm telling you right now, there was many a times that I wanted to stop because I was like, you know what? I'm already working so much. I feel like I'm the only person on my team. I feel like nobody's building. I feel like, this is just probably a scam because this is not working. And then I realized every time that I got down that I had to get back up and continue working and not stop. Like when I'm shouting out my team, like this past week, I'm like, way to go, good job. I also have had 3 signups in the last 3 days because my work ethic needs to be just as strong. I need to still be pulling in people, right? And so I want what's coming in November to benefit every single person, right? So please, please, please make sure that you are going as hard as you can and giving it your all, because it will pay off. Like, this is the best thing that has ever happened to me, this business. Besides my kids, obviously. But like this opportunity to be able to stay home, to be able to not have to worry about if I get out, I need tires on my car, or, my kids have, a field trip. Am I going to be able to attend? Can I get the time off? Am I going to be able to go to, this event or that event? Can I get the time off? Can I do this? Can I do that? I'm able to live life on my own terms, which is huge. And every single one of you can do that. Every single one of you. And I'm not kidding when I say that. Elisa made she made a comment at our meeting in True Train U in Atlanta this past weekend, where she said, this business is an equal opportunity business. And it is. No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is, you can do this. Every person. She shared, and a lot of you that know her, she's my direct upline, so I am going to reference her. But a lot of you that know her, she's a teen mom who didn't graduate from college, who doesn't have a degree, who struggled to make ends meet, and now she has made $5 million in this industry. So it doesn't matter who you are or where you came from. What matters is what you're willing to do to get there. What are you willing to sacrifice, right? The internet eliminates people that do not provide value. If you're not providing something that is getting any sort of attention, being, your just people wanting to know about who you are in your life. So if you're not creating that content that people actually want to see, then Facebook and other entities are not letting your stuff be seen. They're not. They're lowering it down to the bottom, and that's something called Facebook algorithm. And it's something that everyone, if you don't know about Facebook algorithm, you really should. Because if there is something, say for instance, you're like, I don't know, I don't have any product out here right at the moment, but say you have, all right, here's my business card. We'll just use this for instance. Say you have a product, for instance, and you're like, oh, this product, change, you know, you don't even have to really show it. You can just like have it near your hair or something like, okay, so this product helps with my hair or whatever. And you're letting them know who you are as a person. So you're somebody that cares about the healthiness of your hair. So when I'm saying that, I'm saying like the oil, I use some of the oils that we have in the skincare line in my hair. So if I'm going to advertise that, I'm probably going to take the bottle and I'm going to hold it up to my hair or something in that aspect, make sure I have decent lighting, and take a picture and just say how excited that I am that my hair feels so soft, or people have been asking me how my hair is so soft and this is what I've been using. So if I'm going to do that and I want it to create as much attention as possible, I'm going to go into my chats with some of my team, with on a training page with some more associates, go to my family and my friends and say, hey, do you think that you could just boost my post up a little bit and just go like it or comment on it, just so that people can see what I'm talking about, especially like when it comes to product. That's very, very okay. Like, I mean, you don't have to go in and say, like my post of my husband or like my post of my kids. People are naturally going to do that because they naturally want to know more about you and really actually care and think you are an amazing person. So they are going to like it. You won't see as much interaction when it comes to any business posts because people are not gonna really relate with that. So if you decide to boost your post up by doing that, that's totally okay. And we are totally here to help you. So if there is an associate group or anything like that, just post your post in there and say, hey, can you go like this for me? Or show me some love, give me some comments, something like that. That way your business is treated really well when it comes to Facebook algorithm, if that makes any sense. Also, stop worrying about putting busy work on a pedestal and start putting result-driven work. What I mean by that is, what are you doing in your DMO, in your daily method of operation, to create results? Are you keeping yourself busy by just scrolling through, answering this and that? Or are you seriously, when you're scrolling, the one thing that you want to be looking at is comments from other consumers. So you're going to want to see what people are thinking about, because that's what's going to help you build your business, is by knowing what people want. What do they want? You know, that's going to help build result-driven work by, you know, utilizing that time that you have scrolling through Facebook, literally engaging with what people want. That could be going on your customers' posts and seeing, oh, I'm, you know, miserable because my kids are running amok and I have no energy and blah, blah, blah. I mean, honestly, it's a good avenue to talk to somebody about that, but it's also it's even better when you're looking through the comments and seeing what, you know, other people are saying. Is somebody giving, or other people giving an answer to her problem? Are other people, you know, suffering because they don't have very much energy and are like, oh, girl, I feel you? What might help is going on there and saying, hey, girl, I've got a really great thing for energy. I'm going to message you about it. And then looking through the rest of the comments and saying, oh, I'm going to message this person directly. And instead of being like a creeper because it's your friend's friend, just saying, hey, I saw your post on Mary's post about not having energy. I just shared with her some information that I have that's got me crazy energy. and it's all safe for my cardiovascular system, and I'm so excited if you would like for me to share it with you. I mean, what are they going to say? No? Okay. You know how many times I've heard no? Darn. Moving on, you know. So go on those things and create that type of work. You're listening and you're getting to know people that way, right? So when you're scrolling through Facebook, make sure that you're on a mission. You're not just there to, you know, just scroll around. You're there on a mission to make something happen. Talk to people. You're on a mission to, you know, get to know what other people's needs are by being a listener. Okay. So no one is lazy. They just are showing themselves that they don't like it. So if you find yourself where you're like, I don't want to follow up. I just don't feel like following up today. It's not that you don't want to follow up and that you're lazy. It's just you don't like doing it. So find a way around your DMO and put it in a way that you like it. Change it up. Make it different. Put it in a way that you like it. Nobody likes to have to do their DMO and have to do it, but it has to happen. So why not do it in a way that we like it, right? So what do I mean by that? I mean, so you don't want to follow up today and you're like, you know what? I just don't want to do that. Okay, well, do it in a different way. Instead of going in with your normal message of, you know, okay, I'm going to copy and paste this in there, make it fun. Do something different with it. Say something different that you normally wouldn't say to engage with that person in a friendly way instead of, hey, I'm just checking in on you because, you know, and feeling like a robot, right? Change it up. Say it in a way that is a little bit different for you. Call them. Video chat with them. There's so many different ways to utilize following up that why are we just going over the same rigmarole every single day? Sometimes people would actually like to see your face. Maybe do a cute video saying, hey, you know, I saw, like, you can even make it basic. Like, hey, I know that you're on your 4th day of product and I'm super excited for you and I really just want to know how you're doing. Let me know how you feel, girl, you know, and after you do that, copy and paste it to everyone that you have to follow up with. And then it's so much more personalized because you're getting in there and you're engaging with them on a more personal level. People like to hear your voice and they like to see you. So why not do that instead of your same rigmarole of following up? Change it up. Change it up. Okay. Sales versus marketing. Sales is closing a deal. Marketing is creating the attention on your product. So, but sales is like closing the deal, and marketing is creating the attention towards you, towards your product. Like I said in the beginning of this Zoom, you need to be selling who you are. First and foremost, I'm not going to buy a product to lose weight from a stranger on Facebook that does nothing but spam their entire Facebook with their products. I don't know who you are. I mean, if you guys would do that, then I mean, you can give me a comment saying, yeah, I would do that, because I'm gonna sit there and go, no, like, nobody, like, I do not know anyone that would just buy something from someone that they don't know without scrolling through their Facebook and seeing who that person is, right? I wouldn't at all. So I want to see that you're a valid person. Kaylee said something at our last, in True Train U in Atlanta, where she said, if you don't have a face on Facebook, I'm defriending you. Like, you're not my friend. I do not accept it. This is called Facebook for a reason, right? So we need to have a face behind our profile. People need to know who you are. Some people might get annoyed and say, well, I don't want to post every single thing that I do all throughout the day. And you don't have to. Even one post a day of something that you're doing. At my kids' football game, here's my two boys in their football uniform next to the field, whatever. I getting haircuts today, whatever it is that you're doing, let people know that you're real and you really are a person, that they're not just scrolling through and going to buy something from somebody that doesn't ever post anything but business stuff. I wouldn't buy from anybody that just posted business stuff. So I want to buy from somebody that I want to be. I want to buy from somebody that I can look at their profile, scroll just a little bit and go, okay, real person, doing real stuff, having real results, right? So a lot of ways to boost up your social media, boost up your profile is you have 9 little pictures on your profile page that you can utilize. Make sure you're utilizing every single one of those pictures. Put something in there. Your dog, your cat, your backyard, your kids, your husband, your wife, your whatever it is, your mom and dad. In those pictures, people should be able to look at your profile and pretty much get a gist of what's important to you. So what is important to you? Make sure that you're utilizing what's given to you on Facebook and putting it on there. Also, those words that you can put under your profile. Let people know in just a brief assumption what you're about. I think mine says like wife, mom, entrepreneur, or I don't know, something like that. But it just lets people know in a very brief description who I am, right? Okay, so you should be spending 90% of your time on marketing who you are and making sure that you're giving that to your audience. So 90% of your time should be spent doing that. Because in the middle of doing that and marketing, you're getting to know your audience. So closing a deal shouldn't be hard after that, right? So you should be in your messenger, talking to people, getting to know them to where when you send them a link, done deal, done. Yes, I want to buy from you, Brittany. I feel who you are. I feel that the product has worked for you. I feel like you're going to follow up with me. I feel like I know you. I feel like I trust you. Done deal. So sales should not be hard. You hear a lot of people saying, how do I close a deal? I don't know how to close a deal. I don't know how to get them interested. I don't know, be you. That's my best advice I ever got, is when it comes to closing a deal, be who I am. And let them know how I feel and what helped me with these products. So it's super duper important that you just be who you are and let them feel that passion that you have for this business, that you have for these products, because the closing the deal is done. It's done once they know you and they trust you, okay? So trusting, building relationships is super important. Take time to send handwritten notes to your customers that you've closed a deal with in hopes of getting some sort of reference. So if I have somebody that has bought something from me directly and I send them, you know, a month from now, they get a card in the mail that says, you know, thank you for your purchase. I'm so excited that you entrusted me with helping you along this journey. Please, please, please refer me to any of your friends that you might know, and give them like a stack of your business cards, maybe even like 10 business cards. Send it to them. Ask them to refer people to you. What's wrong with that? That's why we do this get 5 to get 5, you know, sign 5 people to get 5 people to get 5 people. Why not give every single person that you close a deal with your business card and say, you know what though, if this is something that interests you, I can help you do what I do. I can help you to sell this product to your friends and family if that's what you would like. Give them my business card, hook them up with me, tell them that tell them to tell me Sally referred them to me, and I'll be glad to help you along the way. So what are you doing in that aspect? You're then getting those references from those people. They're getting in touch with you saying, hey, I'm Sally's friend. We work together. She told me that she got these great weight loss products from you that are helping her with her carb intake, and she's just really loving it. So she told me to give you a call. Great. Now I have that lead. So now I'm going to tell Sally, hey, Sally, your friend Amanda just reached out to me. We've been talking a lot about it. She's ready to sign up. I'm going to go ahead and give her your link to sign up if that's okay with you. Right? And then you're then telling Amanda or Sally that Amanda is ready, and so now you guys have something in common. You're working together towards the cause of losing weight. She's somebody that's along your journey, and you guys are able to talk to each other, but both can come back to me, right? But then I'm introducing Sally into the business, right? So she's getting a taste of commissions. She's getting a taste of our compensation plan. She's getting a taste of True Vision Health as a whole, as a business, instead of just losing weight on the products that I didn't tell her to tell anybody about, right? So utilize that. Send your people something. Get those references. If somebody trusts you enough to close a deal with you, they trust you enough to refer you to someone else. Even if they don't, and you don't close a deal with them, hey, do you have anybody that you could refer me to that, you know, might want to hear about my story? Tell your story. I don't know how many times I have told my story, because you never know when it's going to resonate with someone in a different way. So hearing that is so beneficial. Be relevant to provide the trust. Be relatable. People want to see every part of your life to relate to. Don't start with credibility. Don't go, hey, my name is Brittany Klein. I've been in this business for about 5 years. I am, you know, a 3-star director. I have been on these products. I've lost 150 pounds, da, 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 da. Because that's giving them credibility. I'm proving who I am, but it's not giving them what they want to hear. What do they want to hear is, My name is Brittany Klein. When I started this journey, I was over 300 pounds. I didn't think it was going to work. I tried everything under the sun that you can possibly think of. My mom and my grandma both had gastric bypass, and that was going to be my last result, is to go under a knife in order to lose weight, till I found True Vision Health. Okay? I'm validating my journey. I'm not starting with, hey, da 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 da, I'm, this is how long I've been doing this, so you should trust me. I'm validating where I've come from and why I started this journey in the first place. Nobody that is coming into this business is starting this journey to get credibility to say that they started a business. They're starting this journey to have results, right? So why are we not giving them who we are right off the bat and letting them know our journey and our struggles and how we decided on True Vision Health? When I'm going in there, I got 2-week samples. I thought this was bogus. To be honest with you, I ate like crap because I really, truly thought that this wasn't going to work for me. That was my mindset. It's not going to work. Nothing's worked. I've got to go under a knife. This is, okay, so what is this? Okay, so I have 2 weeks. Okay, I'll try the 2 weeks for it not to work. But it did. And what I tell them is, the first week I lost 5 pounds, the next week I lost 4 pounds, and something changed. Something changed with how I felt. I saw donuts in the break room and didn't want them. What? I was eating smaller portions. I was eating my kids' size portions versus what I typically would have ate. It changed a lot for me. It changed my polycystic ovaries to where they were non-existent, to where I now have an almost 7-month-old baby because of True Vision Health. Right? Letting people know who you are and why you started this is going to close your deals 100% of the time. If you're not doing that and you're spamming them with links and you're not giving them that information, you're selling yourself short. Okay? I don't want anybody to think that I'm coming in here and being mean, or if anybody knows me, I am a very bubbly, vivacious, lover, and I'm friendly and all of that. When I come in here to these power hours and to talk to you guys, it's to truly spill out my heart, to let you know what I've seen work and what I've seen not work. And I get so passionate about it that I might seem very matter of fact and I might seem like over the top, but it's just because I'm passionate about what we do in this industry. And the last thing that I want to see is somebody not taking you seriously and not taking this business seriously, because it's very serious. This, just like anything, is a small business. You have signed up with it, like I've said in the past. You signed up with a kit. You might even have paid $80 to start. And then you now are getting your 100 PV a month. But work this business and work this passion of yours like you put $200,000 into starting this business. Because I guarantee you, if you put that type of passion behind your business, you will not fail. If you utilize this business like it is meant to be and put as much effort into it like you started it for $200,000 and you're going to lose $200,000, you're going to have a lot more passion behind it than what a lot of you might even have now. So when I come on these things, please know I'm not yelling at anybody. I just really, truly feel this way. So I want to come into the comments and see if you guys have any sort of questions, see if there's anything that I can help anybody with. We have another, 14 more minutes. Dee said she's doing her 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 every day. She's creeping on other pages to see what she can do better in planting seeds. She's a farmer this month. That's perfect. She's spending that time getting results and not just doing busy work. And busy work is just scrolling through, posting something here and there. Okay, done. Like, no. Like, when you're scrolling through Facebook, make it be something that's going to give you content. And like she said, and I love the way that she said it, she's being a farmer this month and she's planting seeds. Which is huge. Let people know what you're doing. Like, why are you not talking about it? True Vision Health or something along those lines should be coming out of your mouth all the time, right? Featured photos. Oh, you had no idea about that? Oh my gosh, yes. Please, please, please utilize those. They're so crucial. It gives a brief assumption of just who you are. And it just lets people know you're doing cold market and you are on these cold marketing sites and you're trying to sell your product. People are going to click on your profile first and foremost and get a glimpse of who you are before they purchase from you. So definitely make sure that your Facebook is your storefront. And we talk about that all the time, that like you should be able to look at somebody's profile. I'll pull up mine really quick. Okay, so you should be able to pull up your profile. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it just said, like, that's my kids in the top, me, gives a brief assumption of who I am, right? And then in my photos, you know, it has a picture of me, my kids, my weight loss, my upline, my upline, Elisa, and my sideline, Kaylee, because they're super important to me. Just, you know, just family and friends like that. It just shows people who I am, right? What matters to me a lot. And then they should be able to, if you are not okay with keeping your Facebook profile completely private, then you need to be picking out at least every other day a post that you feel okay with going public with and make that post public. Because when people are on your Facebook profile and they're scrolling, they're only able to see when they're not friends with you. They're only able to see whatever you have as public. So when you go and change that on there, it's a little, this is a post that I just did of me and my husband, okay? It's this little thing right here. You click it, and it lets you change the privacy of your post to either public or just friends when you say edit privacy. And sometimes, and I will tell you guys, even right now, it's a good thing to go back through your Facebook and click and see what you can see. So if it has a little world next to the post, then everybody's able to see that. So what I like to do is I like to go through on my Facebook profile and look at the world on there and see, okay, so that's public, that's public, that's private, you know, and I'm able to see. If you're okay with your whole Facebook being public, then I absolutely encourage it. If you're not, that's okay too. But make sure that when somebody is scrolling through your Facebook, that they're able to see updates of who you are all the time. And that's a tidbit of information that I'm telling you guys is going to help you with your trust and credibility in this business from strangers and people on Cold Market is to have that information on there. Because just as much as I told you guys, somebody else will come in and come up underneath you and take them. If you have somebody that has information of who they are and where they come from and they look like a validated person, and then you have somebody else that doesn't have a Facebook profile, that doesn't have anything set to public and doesn't utilize their 9 photos that they're given, they're going to buy from this person 100% of the time. So that's a sale that you could have missed because you weren't utilizing your Facebook profile as your storefront. So I highly, highly encourage that. Where are those photos at? They're literally right there on the front of your Facebook page when you're looking directly at your Facebook page. It gives an option to add, there's public details, and it lets you add pictures into the public details. So you can add pictures into that. Oh, okay, you went under settings. Perfect. Perfect. However you get to it, definitely utilize those. Do we have any questions from anyone? I will stay on here for just a little bit longer because we have a couple more minutes and I want everybody to be able to anything they need to. Okay, really quick, in the comments, I want you to give me feedback of whether or not you got any value out of this. Just say tons of value, yes, thank you, I don't know. I just want to know who actually got anything from this, something you might not have known, something you might have learned. I don't come on here and go over my daily method of operation because I feel like at this point in time, we do say that a lot. Do your birthdays, do your follow-ups, do this, do that, which we all know is very, very important. But what I do like to do is let you guys know what I've seen work and what I've seen not work in this field to generate any sort of results, any sort of trust that I can. Because I've seen people do it in all different types of ways. I have a pretty decent sized team that are all different people and doing all different things in a very different way. But one thing that has worked 100% of the time is people just being who they are and letting people know. I love when people are doing lives and letting their audience see who they are, because it's very beneficial, and we get to see that and see you're a real person and you make mistakes, right? Perfect. Oh, you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys too, and if there's anything that you guys ever need, please feel free to reach out to me. I will help you guys as much as I can. My name is Brittany Klein, and you can find me on Facebook. If you are not already a friend of mine, please send me a message, and I will see if I can go ahead and get you on there. So I hope you guys have a super duper great rest of your week, and thank you for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.